So yeah, first of all, good morning.
Very, very good morning. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking me. What about you?
Yeah, doing wonderful, doing awesome. I can't complain. Everything is going smooth.
Oh,
So, let me know about yourself a little bit.
oh, of course, why not? So my name is Ruby Charasia and I am speaking to you from UP, Ghaziabad. And if I talk about my qualification, I have done post graduation and B.Ed as well. Comes to my hobby, so I love reading book and talking with strangers from diverse culture, diverse background and diverse profession too. Yeah, that's all about from my side.
Wow, awesome. So,
Yes,
you love to talk with strangers, right?
yes,
Yeah, very
yes.
few people have these sorts of hobbies, but you have. hmm
Yeah.
So, so you are
Hmm.
kind of extrovert person, right?
No, no, no. I'm not considering myself as an extrovert person.
hmm
I am ambivert.
Oh, ambivert. Great.
So
So
may I
that's
know about you, about
yeah, of
yourself,
course.
Vanjan?
Yeah, as you know, my name is Anand Raj. I'm an educator. I am the founder and director of Read and Achieve classes. As far as my educational background is concerned, I have done my MSc in chemistry. I have a couple of hobbies. I love to roam around. I'm fond of playing cricket and I'm a great
Okay.
enthusiastic about traveling. So whenever I have free time, I love to travel. So these are my hobbies. Yeah,
Oh,
that's all
great,
about me. And I
great.
belong to Darbhanga, Bihar. If you talk about me, where do I live? I live in Darbhanga, Bihar.
Okay, okay. Great to know that. And you have a lot of hobbies, like you have mentioned that cricket and traveling. So how many places have you covered till now?
I do not remember all these places, but I can speak about few of the places that I still remember. That was beautiful place of India, Darjeeling, Kathmandu, the beautiful
Okay.
capital of Nepal.
Hmm.
So I have been to Sundarban Delta, with that I used to study in our books. So I have been to few places in India too. Yeah,
Oh,
that's all.
oh, great, great. Okay. So in future, you wanna explore some other places, some other part of India in future, if you
Yeah, I
get a chance.
want to travel other parts of India in future because India is very big country. So I want to explore India. Time is not allowing me to do that right now because of the lots of work that I'm doing. Still, whenever I have free time, I manage to go outside and I enjoy the scenery or beauty of the places. I want to also travel abroad. So
Okay.
last year I tried to travel abroad, but I couldn't go. So this year I hopefully think that I can go outside of India.
Of course, you can definitely visit there. So I have
Mhm.
already watched a lot of videos on your channel. Earlier day you were taking some classes like clapping go or English yari.
I
So
used to
so
do
how
that.
yeah, so how was your experience with clapping go or English yari?
If you talk about Clappingo and English CRA, both were fantastic platform. I used both of them, and these platforms are very good because these are Indian platforms. So you are gonna get Indian expert who is expert at English. So they helps you a lot. As far as my Cambly conversations are concerned, whenever I had to talk with foreigners, then I preferred Cambly. But apart from
Okay.
that, English Yari has been a great platform and Clappingo too at the beginning. I don't know about Clappingo right now, but still English Yari is doing great. And I think if somebody is beginner, truly beginner, or they want to expose themselves in front of Indian learner, speakers or experts, then they must go with English Yari.
Okay. I mean English yari is really good. Or
Yeah, it is.
beginners
Yeah,
they can go to
beginners or depends on the level, right? So
okay.
there are tutors who are at different levels and they are experts. So it's up to you. Like, what do you want to upgrade yourself? There are tutors; they will help you out.
Okay, cool. Yes. Even though I earlier day I also used to take classes over there, but these days I don't take classes. Hmm.
Mm.
So I
Now,
mean you are yeah, please go ahead.
go ahead.
Yeah, I was asking that you are also tutor like you teach spoken English and some other thing. So how do you teach spoken English? Do you prefer grammar or some other strategies? How do you teach?
My method is very simple. I just, if somebody knows how to speak in English even a little bit, I just expose them in front of the people like class. There are bunch of students in my class. So I expose them in front of them. I make him confident or them confident to deliver their thought, whatever little English they know. It doesn't matter, but I just encourage them to speak, open their mouth, and to communicate. And in this way, they start
Hmm.
speaking, and once
Okay.
they start speaking, things slowly getting easier for me to also handle, because once they are confident, they are not no more hesitated to go and express their thought and opinion, then I start going with some other methods, like I give them topic, write about the topic,
Okay.
be prepared to speak about the topic. Sometimes I give them extempore topic to speak just at the moment. So I have different sorts of activity that I kind of do in the classroom, and with these activities they are able to speak in English.
Okay. What about grammar? Grammar is important or not for spoken English?
I think the basic grammar is very important, because
Hmm.
unless you know the basic grammar, how can you express your thought and opinion even with broken English? So if you want to speak the broken English, little bit grammar is necessary. Like you must know how to use
Yes.
is, am, are, has, have, shall, will.
Yes.
All these simple things like modal auxiliary verbs, and some of the other things like tenses. You must know tenses, but if
Hmm.
you don't know tenses, no problem. If you know a little bit English, how to, even sometimes I feel good if students come with some vocabulary words. If they know some words, then I can make them understand everything later on. So if they know nothing, then I have problem. I need to encourage them to at least speak in English, and it takes little time for them, but still they can manage it. And I have methods through which I make a student speak in English.
Okay. I mean, basic grammar is important. Like basic, I mean, grammar is also like a backbone. I also believe that I can say some tutor or I mean on YouTube there are a bunch of videos available. Lot of
Mhm.
tutor says that without grammar you can learn this language. Yeah, you can learn this language, but it take a lot of time. So if we know about basic grammar, so it become very easy. Is yeah.
I don't feel so. Sometimes I feel like if you will get the environment, then you do not need to learn any grammar. Grammar will make you confused if you have grammar in your mind. So it is better to just practically uh, immerse yourself in the environment. Like, for
Okay.
example, native speakers do not learn grammar, because
Yes.
they might learn grammar after they know how to speak in English. Just we do the same thing. We know how to speak in our mother tongue, then only we learn
Yes.
grammar, whether it is Sanskrit grammar or Hindi grammar. So like
Mm.
we can think about our own life, like we speak Hindi since our childhood. Later on we learned grammar to explain, to what can I say, deepen our knowledge about the grammar. That's why we are
Okay.
learning it. As far as our grammar is concerned, it is not helping us to speak in Hindi. A spoken Hindi is different from the grammatical. Like we know आग का पर्यायवाची शब्द अग्नि दहन ज्वाला, but we never speak like मैंने अग्नि
Hmm.
जलाया और दहन जलाया और
Yes.
ज्वाला
Yes.
जलाया.
Yes.
Yeah, the same thing happens with English. Like you do not need to go deep inside the English, because it is a language. If you are immersing yourself in it, there is no what can I say, boundary. It is infinite. It is a language. The same thing happens with Hindi too. So I need to first make the student understand, start speaking the simple sentences, keep things very simple. People, what do people do, especially non-native speakers? They always try to show off their English, and in the way of showing off they lose the track, they become disappointed. So we need to keep the things simple, and I do the simple things in my classroom, and with that simple things I have changed the communication skills of so many learners so far, and I'm happy to do that. I have happy students.
Okay, okay. So here I have another question. Like while talking or while communicating, we just come across a lot of fillers. How we can remove fillers while communication?
I if I watch my videos, early videos, I feel like I speak two words very often. That is, and yeah, or okay, three words.
Okay.
So when, and still I was using just 1 year ago or 6 months ago. The reason was that I never analyzed myself. I never,
Okay.
paid attention to this mistake. That what I'm doing. I do not used to watch my videos. Even I had lack of time, so uh, l- recently I started watching my own videos, and I started
Okay.
analyzing that
Analyzing.
kind of mistakes I'm making. Just within 6 months I got rid of it, because I trained my mind, you are making mistake there, okay? And yeah,
Hmm.
it still made mistake for two
Okay.
three months, but after 2 3 months gradually I saw that that mistake is becoming less, and now I'm at the verge of getting rid of all these mistakes. So
Okay. Okay.
you need to record yourself, you need to Right now we have mobile phone. Record yourself and try to find out all those mistakes and filler words. Why are you using that filler word? What is the reason behind it? So I felt the reason was that if two sorts of thing was happening, either I was not confident at that moment, so I need to use some filler words to search out the vocabulary or some other sentences in my mind.
Okay,
And
okay.
in between, I was using the filler words. Second thing was that sometimes, because of the repetition and habit, unconsciously, even I did not need it, but it was happening in my speech. Right?
So unconsciously, we just
Yeah,
use some fillers while speaking with others. Yeah.
others. It comes from.
Mm.
So I would tell first of all, analyze yourself where and why
Mm.
you are using it and try to improve it. It will take
Okay.
time, but you will get rid of it.
First, we should try to focus where I'm using filler, and after that, we can easily reduce.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can. We can.
Okay. Okay. Because
Yeah, if you have question, then go ahead. I have also a couple of questions.
yeah, yeah, you can ask.
Okay, let me know about your English. Like since how long you have been learning English, and you asked about the grammar and all these aspects. So also, I want you to share your experience whether grammar has helped you to speak in English or not.
Okay, okay. So if I talk about my journey regarding spoken English, so it has been 1 year approx. It has been 1 year. Okay. And your second question was grammar. So I also believe that basic grammar is important. We shouldn't, I mean, we should not learn entire grammar in one day. It is not possible. I can say this is a language. We cannot learn this language like in upcoming, like in a 1 day or 1 month. It's a time taking process. And first we should try to analyze. We should try to think why we are learning this language. If we have a clear goal, clear mindset, we can easily learn this language without facing much difficulties. Sometimes we just thought that grammar is important, vocabulary is important, and MTI, like I have MTI problem. So now I know my problems, and now I'm trying to reduce how I can overcome. So we shouldn't focus all the thing at the same time. Where we thought that I have to just uh, I have to just do everything at the same time. So it will never happen. Yeah, but we should
So
try
you
to
mean
do.
so you
Hmm.
mean we should do activities step by step. We should
Yeah,
not try to improve every aspects of the English at once,
yeah, it
right?
will never happen. And if we are doing everything at the same time, so we will feel like frustrated, and we will think like that I am learning this language such a long time, but still I am unable to see any improvement. So it's better than try to take step, short step, and
I
step
can
by
I
step we
can
should.
understand it. Yeah, step by
Hmm,
step we can do it.
yeah, then it will become
But
easy.
I have also one experience throughout this journey that I think that I used to try to speak a native kind of accent. So I remember
Okay.
I never tried to speak the foreigner accent, but I was trying to improve my accent at the beginning, and I was
Okay.
also trying to improve my grammar or sentence structure and lot so many things. So sometimes I used to feel overwhelmed or kind of it was not my cup of tea. I used to believe that reason was that at the same time I was trying to do so many things, and and if I couldn't do that, I used to be disappointed. It used to what can I say, disappoint me. So I
Hmm.
feel so sometimes you should understand one thing, that you should take a steps you should take English a step by step, not you
Hmm.
should only jump to the all the directions, otherwise
Hmm.
you will be all over the places. So, and once you are all over the places, you yourself will be not able to decide like what to do, what not to do.
Yes,
So
yes.
I think so, yeah. But still, I feel like if you have worked a little bit, if your English is at level, then you need to pay attention to all the directions of English. But at the beginning, you do not need to. Just you need to care about speaking at the beginning, whether you are able to speak or not. If you are able to open your mouth or not. Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's what is great thing.
So here I want to ask you, when did you start your like learning journey?
I started speaking English in 2020, and since then I have been regular. Yeah,
Okay.
there was some occasions where I was off and on, but I think I'm regular.
Okay. So it has been 5 years.
5 years now, yeah.
Okay. 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 Great.
Since how long you have been learning English?
It has been 1 year, maybe more than 1 year. Mm.
Okay,
Earlier,
so you look good in 1 year. Have you been speaking before that?
yeah, of course. Before
Hmm.
that, I was like a very, I can say, pathetic. 1 year ago, I was really pathetic. I didn't know how to speak, how to introduce myself. But yeah, after
Yeah,
that,
sometimes
when, no,
sometimes
no,
it
no.
happened like we are not actively we do not express ourselves, but still we have been speaking off and on, or we know somehow that yeah, I want to speak in English, and so little bit you used to speak. Because in 1 year if you achieve this level, then it is commendable job. No
True.
question about it. It took me a long time to improve English, but I
Yeah.
totally agree that it depends on people to person. Like somebody can do it very quick, somebody will take lots of time.
Yes, of course, I agree. I agree. It depends person to person. And if we have a goal, so it become very easy. Suppose if we have a goal, so goals provide a sense of direction. Otherwise, we feel like I don't have any goal. What should I do? So that's why we should try to first focus on our goal. If we have a particular goal, so we can determine towards our goal. We can definitely achieve it.
Yeah,
It
we
happens.
can.
And sometimes we compare ourselves with others. It happens with me earlier, but nowadays I don't compare myself because I don't know that person story or journey. So how I can compare myself with others? Every person have a unique identity, unique knowledge, unique skill. Now I'm trying to learn this language. This is also new for me. I'm learning this language at the same time I'm also learning some other thing.
Yeah, like you cannot compare yourself with anybody. You don't know in what sort of background they are in. For example, if somebody is living in far-flung area or village, no environment circumstances, sometimes other activities also interfere in their journey.
Mm,
So, and somebody is just sitting in their home quietly in any city, and just they have to do one work learning English. So you cannot compare with them. Like I think the person who is sitting in just in a room, he has nothing but to learn English, can quickly learn English because they do not have other responsibilities.
mm,
So that's why you do not need to think about it. And other thing is that the environment impacts a lot.
of
For
course.
example, somebody is living in Australia, if you are living in India, then there is a huge
Mm,
difference, right? Because they are living in Australia, so they will get the environment, they are exposing themselves to speak in English, so they can quickly pick up this
yeah,
language.
yeah.
But it
Environment
will
is
take
all.
you to make the environment, it will take you long time to do that. So never
Mm.
compare yourself with anybody.
Yeah, yes, yes. Now I have just realized that everyone has a unique identity, unique skill, so we shouldn't think about it. Oh, yes.
What do you mean by what did you say? You have unique identity, unique skills?
I mean, everyone has a unique identity, unique skill, but we should try to find it. Sometimes we
Okay.
get confused. We should do this thing or that thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, just because of we don't have any clarity regarding career, regarding what should we do. It happens with every person because we all are human beings and we have this kind of tendency.
You have even look at let me tell you instance, if you want to go some new city and someday your train is at 4 a.m. in the morning, yeah, that day you automatically wake up before 4 a.m. and you check your alarm twice or thrice, because you know your target, you know your goal, so it is somewhere in the consciousness, and
Mm,
it make you awake before the 4 a.m. whether I will miss the train, if I will miss the train, it happens. But if
mm,
someday if you do not have goal, even you do not wake up till 8 a.m., you know your time was to wake up 7 a.m., but you do not wake up till 8 a.m. So that urgency goal creates in your mind. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I do not think you should be over ambitious, that you should not enjoy other activities in your life and you should just run behind the goal. But you should have clarity in your mind. You should have
Mm.
clarity in your mind, like where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? And that clarity motivates you to do the work.
So here I want to ask you one question regarding how do you motivate yourself?
How do I motivate myself?
Mm,
Now, see, life is different for each and every individuals. So
mm,
sometimes when you overcome the situation that were in your past, then automatically, you become a strong. You do not need to think about motivation. You look at your past and you look at your present, and you always get energy. So that's what is a story about my motivation. Like I never watch any videos to motivate
okay.
myself. I never read any book to motivate myself or something like that. Just I look at my own life, like how have been I flowing since my
Mm,
childhood, and I just watching it gives me huge motivation. And second thing, that my goal and purpose is clear, so
okay.
that goal and purpose also drives me forward. So I do not need to do anything additional to motivate myself.
Mm. You are
So
self-motivated person.
yeah, you can say self motivated person, but even I do not motivate self motivate nowadays myself, like it is
Okay.
automatic motivated, right? So it is in
Mm.
my blood, in my whole, it
Okay.
is running in my subconscious mind, like have to do this, then I have to do this. I do not
Mm.
need to motivate it myself.
Oh, great, great. This is one of the best thing if we are self motivated. Because these days, suppose I am feeling demotivated, and any person, so we watch some videos on YouTube for
Uh-huh.
motivation. We watch, yeah, like there are a lot of motivational speaker. We can see Sandeep Maheshwari and Gopal Das. We can count as
Uh-huh.
a motivational speaker.
Uh-huh. We
Mm.
can.
Mm.
So,
But you don't watch.
no, I don't watch. To be honest, I know these people. They have been, I have heard they have been a great motivator. Often once I have watched their clips
Okay.
also, but I never felt like they have motivated me, because they are speaking something which is already within ourselves. And once
Mm.
you see within yourself, then you will find you yourself has all those abilities. You do not
Mm.
need to take help of the other people, right, in the world. So that's why sometimes what happens, people make somebody idol for themselves, and that's what they confine themselves in the boundary. They do not want to become that, but they feel that that person is the idol. So I just want to worship them. I'm not talking about any particular person, right? And once you
Okay.
confine yourself that you are lower than somebody, then you will always feel that you are not good enough to become that person. And that's why I love one quote of Buddha, that you yourself is a Buddha. Everybody is Buddha. Buddha said everybody is Buddha. So you do not need to worship me. And that's why you will see still Buddha is not being worshipped. In his own religion, he has not left any room to be
Mm.
worshipped. He could have
Yes.
considered himself the God. But Buddha saw one thing, that every human being have the same potential. So if I say I am the Buddha, I am the God, then people once again start worshipping me, and they will not look inside themselves, and they will not try to become Buddha, because he could
Mm.
see the same possibility in every human being. That's
Mm.
what I believe in.
Yeah, and this is true, I guess. No, this is true, 110%.
It is true, because all the mango seeds are, able to produce the mango tree, but depends on
Mm.
the circumstances. If you are giving
Mm.
it the right sort of environment, or kind of sunlight, air,
Mm.
moisture, then it
Fertilize,
will
yeah.
grow. Yeah, it will grow in big tall tree, and it will also someday it will laden with the fruits. But if
Yes, yes.
same, seeds has been kept somewhere, then it will rotten someday, and there will be no
Mm.
tree out of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's really true. That's really true. So anything else you wanna ask?
No, I
Because
don't
I
have any questions now. So I would like to go. I would like to wrap up this session now.
okay, okay, yeah. So it was really amazing conversation with you, really.
Thank you very much. Same here. I enjoyed
Yeah.
talking to you.
Bye bye and take care.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah. And happy Mahashivratri. Today is Mahashivratri. Happy
Same to you.
Mahashivratri.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
Hmm. Yes.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care.